Hello friends, and welcome to your Friday inspiration with me, Intuitive Rene. So we are looking at Friday, Saturday and Sunday, 8, 9 and 10 of November 2024. I am doing things a little bit differently today because I woke up this morning feeling like I didn't want to use any tarot. So we're only using oracle cards today. I don't know if it's because it's been a really tough week for a lot of people, and oracle cards tend to be a little bit more gentle, or at least I hope so. A little bit more gentle, a little bit more kind, a little bit more nurturing. And maybe that's just the feeling that I had this morning, that that's what we need. We all need a little bit more kindness, a little bit more nurturing, a little bit more gentleness, as opposed to the direct, hard-hitting tarot. So we're doing a collective message, which means that it is for everybody. You will all take something different from the message. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't, and let it be whatever it is that you need to receive right now. Remembering though, we're setting the intention that this be just for Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So I have put on the table here in front of me, I have got a couple of decks. As I said, we're only using oracles to show you what they are. We're going to start off with this first one, which is the Divine Doors Little Oracle. Really cute. Every card has a different door on it, and then on the back of the card it has an interesting message. Then this one over here is the Prairie Majesty Oracle. I just love this deck. Oh, my dog is coming to say hello and putting paws all over the table. Hold a second. Let me get rid of the dogs. Right, so that was fun. I had to clean the desk. She put her muddy paws over everything. She doesn't normally do that, but anyway, so that was just Princess coming to say good morning and to see what it is that we are doing. So as I said, that that deck is the Prairie Majesty Oracle. I absolutely love this deck. What I like about it is that it has a question and it has prompts and it has all sorts of fabulous things that we can work with. And then at the end over here, I have a gorgeous deck by Colette Baron Reid, which is called the Enchanted Map Oracle. So, as I said, very gentle, very loving, very nurturing decks. That hopefully is exactly what we need today. So let's start giving them a little bit of a shuffle. And as you can see, as I shuffle on this side, every single card has a different doorway. So I'm going to try and shuffle this way so that none of us are, I don't know if I can, so that none of us are tempted by the imagery, looking at the doorway and trying to choose a doorway. Oopsie. Let us just receive the doorway that we need. So what is the doorway to our weekend? What is the doorway that we, maybe if I do it this way, because the writing is not really going to affect us. There we go. It makes it easier for me to shuffle. So the question I'm asking now for Spirit is, what is the doorway that we all need to step through? What is the doorway of truth, the doorway of understanding, the doorway of compassion that we all need? Oopsie, there goes the one on the floor, that we need this weekend. Right. I'm happy with the shuffle. I'm going to cut the deck like that. And we're taking, oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, how beautiful is that? Just look at our doorway. Yes, yes. Let's see the message that this doorway has for us today, friends. It is sunset. I know for us here in the East Coast where I am, it is sunrise, not sunset. I prefer sunset, to be honest with you. I'm not an early bird. So sunset. It says, time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sun's light burns. It says pass this card on. We're not doing that, but I am going to encourage you to pass this message on. So maybe forward or you know, send this message to somebody who you think needs to hear this today. All right, so we're going to leave that one right over there for this session. Okay. Let's have a look at the Prairie Majesty Oracle. Let's give it a shuffle and see what message it wants to add with regards to our sunset. Just to remind ourselves the message, it says, time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. So it is about letting go of pain, letting go of suffering, letting go of heartache. And you know, a lot of my messages this week have been about that, isn't it? It's been about, you know, recognizing and understanding your pain, acknowledging your pain. You know, because sometimes when we acknowledge it, when we take it into ourselves, it suddenly becomes clearer and easier to process and to understand. But when we ignore, when we suppress, when we push down, it becomes almost impossible to actually process. Right, I have a card from the Prairie Majesty. Let's have a look and see what we have. What am I integrating? So it is the beaver with the question of what am I integrating, and it's build. So immediately what comes at me, right? So we understand beaver. We understand that beaver, you know, he builds a dam wall to keep an area safe and secure for him and his family, to secure food, to secure shelter, to secure safe haven. And isn't that what's important for all of us? You know, all we want to do, I don't know about you, but me, it's about taking care of our families. It's about creating a home environment that is safe and secure. It is about being able to provide for our families. So what are we integrating? Now, the word integrating with build is interesting because integrating means adding into, okay? So we have an existing something and we integrate, we add something to that. So it's basically saying that we understand, right, that we are all building that which is important and relevant in our lives. We are building shelter, we are building home, we are building family, we are building life. But what are you integrating into that maybe should or shouldn't be? Let's bring this, still got remnants of puppy. Let's bring this back into it. Sorry, now the puppies are playing in the office, so they might get a bit noisy. Time here turns to release and unfurl. Old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. To me, this is saying that what we need to do is we need to let go. You know, as the day ends and a new day dawns, we need to let go. We need to not integrate all our old hurts and all our old pains and all our old sufferings. We need to let them go, because when we let them go, we're basically making space for new. We're making space for building a better, cleaner, more happy home. But when we constantly carry our burdens from the past, we can't build a new home, because what we're doing is we're just integrating past with the new, which means the past is still there. Okay, so I'm going to shift them just slightly out of the way as I shuffle this one. So many distractions today. Right, let's shuffle and draw a card from the Enchanted Map Oracle to see what message it has for us, how we need to process, how we need to handle, how we need to integrate or understand what it is that we are integrating into our lives, and what it is that we need to let go. What is it that we need to release as we go through the sunset of this weekend? So the sunset of this weekend. So as we're going to spend the weekend contemplating, we're going to spend the weekend understanding what it is that we are integrating. And as the weekend sunsets on Sunday evening, we are going to let go and let what does it say here? Oh, I can't read. And let as old cords of pain fade as the sunlight burns. So as the sunset sets on Sunday, we want to let go of anything that we've been holding on to or trying to integrate into our lives that shouldn't be there, that doesn't need to be there. So let's see from our Enchanted Map Oracle, what is it that we need to be letting go of this weekend, friends? Okay. Actually need to take two. I don't know, suddenly heard in my head, take two, take two, take two. So we took two. I think it's also just to fill up the space, because now it looks like it's full. Let's have a look and see what our first one is. Card 36, which is a commitment. See, now I understand, because we have to make that commitment, you know, and having the conversation or having the thought isn't enough. We need to make sure that we're making the commitment to ask ourselves the question, what are we integrating into our current life that shouldn't be there? What are we integrating into our current life that we need to let go with the sun setting of this weekend? So as the weekend unfolds and as the weekend comes to an end, what is it that we are integrating that we shouldn't be integrating? What should we be letting go so that the build that we are doing, the life that we're creating, is perfect? Perfect for us. So we need to make that commitment. We need to have that understanding. We need to make that commitment to ourselves to do the work that needs to be done this weekend. Okay, this weekend we need to make the commitment. And also, it's not just about making the commitment, it's making the commitment and then committing to follow through that commitment. And then even next week, it's about sticking with that commitment and ensuring that we don't then pick it up again and continue integrating it into our lives. We need to keep it all separate. And our last card that we have, card 38, Heal the Ouch. You see, like, you know what, I say this quite often, can't make this stuff up. I really and truly can't make this stuff up. You know, Isn't that what what this entire reading has been about? It's about healing the ouch. So like I said, now I understand why I heard very clearly in my head, take a second card, because this wouldn't have been enough. I mean, it would have been enough, but this just really just seals the deal, doesn't it? Just drives the message home that we need to heal the ouch, because you know what, friends, we're all carrying the ouch. We're all carrying the pain. We're all carrying the burdens. We're all carrying the hardships and the difficulties and the challenges. But the thing that's most important is for us to understand that if we don't do the work that is necessary, if we don't, number one, as I always say, if we don't, number one, acknowledge the pain, acknowledge the ouch, acknowledge the hurt, if we don't, number one, acknowledge it, how can you heal it? You know, if you don't know that something is broken, you can't fix it. So number one is acknowledgement. So we're going to spend the weekend, okay? We're going to spend the weekend looking at and understanding what are we integrating into our current life that doesn't need to be there? What aspect of our lives are we trying to incorporate that doesn't need to be there? What do we need to disconnect and separate? What is not working for us anymore? What? And once we understand what that is and we stop integrating it and we make that commitment to stop integrating it, suddenly we have space in our lives for better. You know, I hear a lot with my readings that I do with clients, my one-on-one readings I do, where people say, why don't I ever get an opportunity for happiness? Why don't things ever work out for me? Why? And the answer is always a very simple answer. There's no capacity. There's no space. You've got so much drama. You've got so much other stuff that you're integrating in your life that there isn't space for new experiences, for new love, for new people, for new opportunities, for new career. So sometimes we have to stop integrating. We have to let things go in order to make space for the new. And this is clearly what we need to work on this weekend. This is what is important for us this weekend. We are not going to heal the ouch. We're not going to heal the ouch until you ask yourself the question, what am I integrating? What am I incorporating into my life on a daily basis that doesn't need to be there, that shouldn't be there? I'm going to make a commitment to stopping it, to read this little poem one more time. Time here turns. So, sorry. So what that tells me, time here turns, it tells me that time ticks, time goes. Time doesn't stop and wait for anybody. So, you know, days turn into weeks and weeks turn into months and months turn into years. So time here turns to release and unfold, because that's what time does. It gives us the opportunity to release and unfold whatever it is that we need to. The old cords of pain will fade as the sunlight burns. But again, you do need to acknowledge, and if we look at the image, so we've got this complete darkness, right? You can see there's some kind of outline of the door. We've got some steps going here, but this all looks like a whole bunch of nothingness, doesn't it? And it's only when we acknowledge what is here that we see the potential that lies there. If this door was sealed, we wouldn't know what's behind it. So we need to acknowledge first, what are you integrating that shouldn't be there, that doesn't need to be there, that is holding you back, that is preventing you from moving forward? Once you acknowledge, suddenly you can start healing the ouch. If you don't know what is ouchie, what are you healing? You know, if you go to the doctor and say, I feel unwell, and he says to you, here, rub this cream on your toe, how is that going to fix your ouch? It's not. We have to be specific as to what is causing the pain. And this is the commitment that you need to make. You need to make the commitment to letting go and to stop integrating things that aren't relevant in your life anymore. So friends, I'm going to leave that there. I do hope that this message really and truly helps you to heal your ouch, helps you to make the commitment to heal your ouch, to ask yourself, what is it that you're integrating, to release those cords, of pain and suffering, especially as this weekend unravels, unfolds, and ends on Sunday. I am sending you all much love and many blessings, as always, from my heart to yours. Take care, friends, until we connect again.